Whenever you're ready. Okay, I'm ready.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Grimwade Family channel with your host, Ella Louise Victoria Grimwade. Now welcome back guys, thanks for tuning in again and watching this week's update. Is my 16-week pregnancy update. So not last week when I did my 15-week update, I think it's when I did my 13 and 14-week update, I referred to the baby as they. I said because they're moving around, and now some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, you said they, does that mean you're having twins? So to clarify, I'm not having twins unless there's a baby hiding in there that we've not been told about. No, I'm not having twins, but I just don't like calling, when I'm pregnant, obviously with a baby, I don't like calling the baby it. So I'm just like, so they're moving around as in the baby is moving around. So I wasn't saying they as in there's more than one. I just mean the baby is. So I hope that's clear. The Lord knows I would have been so happy if it was twins, but I'm just happy that I've got another child growing and developing within me. So how has my 16th week of pregnancy been? I think it's been better. I think I've had some improvements in how I felt because I've been into work pretty much most days this week and full days. So yeah, that's kind of like my, what do you call it? Gauge, that's I need my husband as my like walking dictionary to give me all the words that I just forget. I would like to say I can blame that fully on baby brain, but that's just me generally being thick. No, not really. I'm very clever, okay? Very extremely clever. My Louise will be able to verify that. Anyway, have I felt more energetic? I've probably been able to do some more stuff than usual in terms of getting out and about. So we have actually had some very busy days, especially over the weekend. And yeah, I guess having so many busy days did take it out of me now that the week has begun again. But I'm currently 16 weeks and 3 days, and I think my bump is quite big right now. So yeah, here is my bump. It is looking rather round. My husband is saying, Tim has been saying, oh, it's getting firmer and whatnot. So yeah, I definitely feel like when I walk around I look like a pregnant lady. So yeah, this is it, and I think there is some growth since the last time you saw my baby bump. So the little baby is developing and coming along nicely. So from my topic last week, well, topics or what have you, I had quite a few interesting questions, which was great. I love getting comments from our lovely subscribers, which is awesome. And one of the questions from our subby, one of our subbies, was, how do I get into the mood for sex? So I would say that, in all honesty, in my first trimester, when I'm just feeling awfully sick, I'm just not in the mood at all. And Tim, bless him, really just is very understanding, and just like, you know, that if someone's literally throwing up, they're not going to then turn around and be like, yeah, I'm on and ready to go. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, sorry, I said like I'm on and ready to go. That made it sound like I'm on. That's disgusting, sorry. So in my first trimester, when I'm just feeling like really sick, I'm not really in the mood for sex. It's just like not really going to happen. And my husband is very understanding because I'm literally throwing up all the time, and I'm so like, it takes so much energy out of you that you just need to rest. So I can't really give you any tips for the first trimester when you're actually throwing up. Like, my thing is basically, when you're sick, it's not really going to happen. And if you can, I think the best thing to do is communicate that well to your husband. So don't just let him guess, I guess. I don't know. I hope I'm not lying to you, I don't think. I would try to be as open and honest as I can. Like, just really try and communicate. Like, it's nothing against you, hubby. I love you. But right now, I just physically can't. I think, basically, there's been a couple of occasions when we have, during that first trimester, and I think I've literally run to the bathroom afterwards and just thrown up or heaved, and yeah, it's not the greatest experience afterwards because you're just like, oh, I feel so sick. Not because of the sex, but just because you're generally physically feeling so bleh. When you hit the second trimester, I think then, in all honesty, when I get into my second trimester, I have to try and just pull myself up. So this weekend, Tim and I had a very, I don't want to say heated, but very deep conversation about how I'm feeling, how he's feeling, how it's important that we do connect sexually. And yeah, I was kind of like, you know, I'm trying, and he was a bit like, okay, cool, but you know, I'm your hubby and I need that attention, I need that from you. And I was trying to be understanding, and I have tried more, especially over this weekend, to give myself to my husband in that way. And I'm gonna say it's not easy, not because I don't love my husband or I don't want to be with him in that way, because of course I do, but then sometimes, especially when you're still feeling so tired, you're a bit like, oh, I would just like to sleep right now. But I think for us as women as well, and for those that love our husbands, and well, I hope all of you wives love your husbands and want to have a healthy relationship, there comes a point in the pregnancy where you realise and you have to take on board that you are still in a commitment with another person who has sexual needs, and you have got sexual needs as well, but maybe they're just lying quite dormant at the moment. But it's important to connect in that way because you created this baby in love, and across these 9 months you still want to live within that love, obviously emotionally and physically, just for the health of your relationship. And this is just me being totally honest, and it's not always easiest to get into the mood, and I think I had to be very honest with Tim and say, look, at the end of the day, I do want it, but for me to initiate anything at the moment is quite hard, because I could quite easily probably fall asleep, especially when it's nighttime. But just explain maybe to your hubby what would work for you at that time. I've had to be very clear with, at the minute, I might find kissing really hard just because of my feelings like in my mouth and like how things like my hormones feel at the moment, and it's just really weird. Just explaining to my husband how I can connect with him sexually, but maybe from a different angle. I don't know, you just have to work out what is best for you guys. And I think that's about as clear as I can be without being too graphic. But yeah, like I've totally appreciated that my husband has said to me, look babes, let's start trying to reawaken that side of our relationship now that you're actually feeling a lot better. Because once you do get into the mood, and I think it is a lot probably not down to your husband because you have to show that you're willing as well, but if they are able to get you to that place where you're feeling turned on and horny and all that sort of stuff, like you will appreciate it, because you don't realise, especially over the first 3 months maybe where you haven't been connecting on a sexual level, how much you actually need that release, and it is really satisfying once it happens. So I would just say try and keep the thoughts mentally clear that we need to, does that make sense? I would just say try and clarify and keep, what am I trying to say? I would just say try and keep it at the forefront of your mind that connecting together sexually is still really important, and as much as you may not physically feel like it, just know that you got pregnant in the first place. So you definitely physically felt like it at some point and you enjoy it, but you just have to get to that point where you're in it, and you will reap the benefits. And I know in the 3rd trimester and towards the end of the 2nd trimester you'll be on it. Like, well, I know I am usually in pregnancy, like I don't know what it is, but you just start wanting it a lot more. So also try and encourage them that you are thinking about it. Let them know the good times are gonna come. Okay, so another thing that one of our subscribers had mentioned on a previous video was that where I was having a few issues with thrush, maybe to try using natural yogurt. And I did, and I guess it helped a bit, but it didn't really fully help. So thank you so much for the suggestion, and I did try it. But I am still using the Caniston because that kind of works best for me. But I'm glad that works for you, because obviously it's a much more natural, oh sorry, I think it was for your daughter you said. It's a much more natural remedy, I guess. So again, I guess with things, it's just whatever works for you, you have to just go with. I know a lot of pregnant ladies do like a maternity haul where they go shopping and get maternity clothes and then try them all on and show you what they've got. Throughout my pregnancies, I have not ever really bought maternity clothes. I think I've had 3 items of maternity wear throughout my whole pregnancies. I had a pair of maternity jeggings, a pair of maternity leggings, and a maternity top. And to be honest, they were very similar styles of clothing to what I would usually wear. So the leggings just literally had an extra band, and the same with the jeans, and the top was just a loose flowy top, but it just had a bit of extra space. I think the best items that I bought were the leggings and the top. But yeah, I just generally try to go for items of clothing that I would normally wear, but maybe a size bigger if necessary. Yeah, I just generally don't really like maternity wear that much because I feel like it's a bit of waste of money, and then also I think you feel tempted after you've had the baby to keep wearing your maternity clothes, which is just like a no-no. And also, I've also never felt that they're that comfortable. So one of the maternity trousers that I got one time, the band I guess was helpful at times, but then it just also felt really uncomfortable sometimes, and I kept pushing it under my bump, and I thought, what is even the point? So yeah, I guess again, it's whatever works for you as a pregnant woman. But as I get bigger, I will show you if I get new stuff, even if it's not maternity. I can say, hey, I got this today. If you're interested, that is, yeah, I can show you what I get. Yeah, we've got another busy week ahead of us. I'm looking forward to the next update that I do. If there's anything else that you guys want to know, you may notice that I've just sat here looking super just relaxed today. Yeah, you have your days like that. But I will be looking forward to catching you guys next week, and I hope you guys have a lovely week. And I also want to say thank you so much to all of our subscribers. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing. If you haven't done so already, please do so. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We love you, we love you, we love you, and turn on your notifications so that you know when we upload a new video. But for now, I'm gonna say bye guys, love you all, take care, bye.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You